Sure. So I decided to learn German because Thomas is still fluent. He speaks German with his parents, with his brother and sister. My nephews know German. And he started to, it was always important to me and it was always a goal of mine, but until I had kids of my own and he started speaking German with Sawyer, I thought, okay, it's kind of time to do this myself and to involve myself in this too, because Charlotte's going to learn it too. So, and so Thomas gave me the language, but you gave me like the tools to help utilize it in the best way.
So how did you feel before you had the program where you had like this desire, but you like didn't necessarily know what to do? Like, had you tried anything else or just how did you feel then?
I mean, Thomas has taught little, things here and there, but it just seemed like such a big task, like a big undertaking. It's like she was such a slow talker anyway, so it's like, great, now I'm supposed to teach her a second language and she's not really even fluent in English yet. But I think especially hearing that you have done it with 5 kids, there's really no excuse. So it was kind of like, it was intimidating before, but it's kind of up to me. I either do it or I don't. I need to not be so intimidated by it. It's definitely been a confidence builder to hear like, this is totally doable. You can do it. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you change little habits throughout your routine, it's totally possible.
Like, what have you seen in just really like the month or two that you've been working on it?
So I asked Thomas to bring a label maker home, and we've labeled all kinds of stuff around the house. I think I told you once we were climbing the steps and she just started counting the steps in German, counting to 10 in German. I was like, where did that come from? And we'll be getting ready and she'll look at the mirror and say the German word for mirror or brush. And she's starting to pick up on that vocabulary too. And it makes me even more excited to continue on with it.
It kind of gives you like this really awesome mom proud feeling.
Yeah.
Because especially when you aren't a native speaker,
Oh
you
yeah.
didn't grow up with 2 languages. So seeing that you're giving something else to your kids that you didn't have, it's like extra fun.
Yes. Yes.
What
And
change,
my in-laws are so excited.
yeah. What changes have you seen in yourself? Like, have you tried to do something like this as a stay-at-home mom, like having a passion project like this for yourself?
No, I never have. This is the first time that we've done anything like this. And especially, like I said, it's something for me, but I love that I can do it with her too. Like we sit down on the couch, we write stuff down. I've implemented it during playtime stuff with, her trains and it's been helpful for me too, to learn the way. I mean, it's the most important for me for her to learn it, but the fact that I'm getting to do it with her, it's like something that we'll be able to think about or talk about when we're older and she hopefully is fluent.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And so before it's like this huge daunting thing, like I can never learn another language, especially now with kids. But if it's a priority to you, you kind of just have to take responsibility and just do it, because you can always put it off, but it's so easy. It's so convenient. Like I said, you can access it anytime. It's just been, I'm so happy that we did it.
how do you think that experience has changed for you as a spouse of a native speaker? Because I think a lot of people, they maybe feel like a little left out and they think, oh, it's just my spouse's job to
Mm-hmm.
teach them the second language. Like, how important do you think it is that the other parent in the home learn?
Well, I mean, really, I'm the one that's with Sawyer the majority of the time. So yes, it is Thomas's responsibility in a big way. He knows the language. He's got a personal connection to it, but it's also just as much my responsibility, because I am her primary teacher and, throughout the day. So I think that it's just as much my job as it is his. But I think he's been so appreciative. And so it's something that, I mean, he didn't know anything about it. He's never pressured me to learn the language. So I think just taking the initiative and seeing the changes that Sawyer has made and that I have made is just, I think it's really, really meant a lot to him.